Right, I forgot my water. Wasser. I've deleted the video. I haven't got a camera. And I killed the the other thing at the bottom. I don't know what that white bar is. Oh, did I muck up? I did. Right, now I need to change my tiers. Great. Good. Fine. Do I want the pivot tier? Yeah, I guess. Do I want the pivot? What goes in there? Like glob, maybe? No, you know what? We don't need it. Right. Okay. Like so. Yeah, as always, this is mostly focused on. You know what? I'm gonna. Just put that in there. I'm using the developer tools too. I removed the video node and there was like some form of ad type thing at the bottom that I just deleted from the I just deleted it from the DOM. 3 mana, 4 damage to target creature. I mean, this exile target artifact. 3 mana for 4 damage at sorcery speed. The exiling isn't very relevant. It's kind of okay. I guess there is some graveyard in this set. I've only drafted the set twice. I've drafted it twice and done one sealed. Extra target artifact. I mean, I feel like it's fine. Yeah, I can't do that. I have to right click. Gate Blade Assassin. 2 mana 1/3. This is a administration is fine. I think it's actually good. Or is it fine? I think it's good. I think it goes in good. Right, this is, remember, we're playing limited. We're playing draft. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the first instant spell, first auto spell other than line you cast a turn, you have target opponent draw a card. If you do, copy that spell, you may choose no over the copy. It's good. Is it good? In spell slinging, which is kind of a thing in this deck. And if you're playing otters, which you're supposed to. I never like spell slinging. I never do it very well. I mean, they get to draw a card. It's better than that. Not only is Pathmaker, Otter Wizard. To the end of your next turn, that's actually important. Because otherwise you spent all your mana on this and then you get a card and you can't cast it. I think it... I mean, 4 mana, 4/2, draw a card. But not very well. Maybe it is only fine. I feel like I'm underranking that. Oh, it's his talent. If you cast a non-creature spell, you make this card you to draw a card. Non-creature spells you cast cost 1 less. If a source would you control with your non-combination to opponents or opponent controls does damage plus 2. I think that's probably good. Pretty good. 3 mana to level it. So you can do that on turn 3. I haven't played any draft in ages. It's just occurring to me. Yeah. So bear, ETB, you get a... This is a good card. Banishing Light is a great card. It's 3 mana, removes something. This card's fine. Is it fine or is it eh? It has reach. That barely puts it into fine. Bark Knuckle Boxer. This is a good card? Great card. I think I'm overranking some of these. I'm not like... Yeah. Haymaker. It's just 3 colours. For a 4/3. Tap 2 untapped tokens you control. Have 1 of any colour. You need token generation, which I guess there is a fair amount if you're playing rabbits. Golden Crier. You discard as well. I actually am putting that in. I'm not a massive fan of looting. That is looting. Blacksmith Talent. It makes a sword. I have the sword token. I think this is a good... Maybe even... Yeah, I mean, it's not great. It's only good. Blooming Blast. 2 mana. Here's 2 damage to target creature. If you give them a treasure, it does 3 damage to their controller as well. 2 mana for 2 damage is not very good. Shock exists, but I guess he gives them a treasure. So I guess it's fine. Oh, here we go. There's got a cycle of these. These are fine. No, these got to be good because the I'm going to put these in good. I think it's a cycle. I'm assuming it's a cycle. The basics... Let me just get the basics out of the way. They're fine. These aren't in alphabetical order. They were kind of supposed to be. Bonebind Orator. Bear, that's expensive. I mean, it's fine. It's a bear with minor upside. It's very expensive. I didn't play enough to actually see if you can actually get... You need to be foraging a lot or sacking a lot of food. I think it's fine. I haven't played enough to... It gives a creature +2/+0 till end of turn. It's basically a 4 mana 4/3 at worst. And it could be very good. So it's definitely going good. Bravekin Duo. Yeah, these are the duos to help you with the... You're supposed to play Tribal. It's not called that anymore. They call it Typal. Oh. I mean, it's fine. Because it does have an ability that's really... That sucks. Oh, this card's amazing. It's actually an amazing card. It's so good. Like, it just is so good, this card. It's going in amazing. First card in amazing, because it's... Brazen Collector. Yeah, they should mostly be in alphabetical order. They should be sorted in alphabetical order in the folder where I uploaded them from. Brazen Collector. Piker with first strike that adds... This is fine. Is it fine or is it good? It's going in good. Bandit's Talent. ETB, each opponent discards 2 cards and discard a non-land. I think it's probably fine. Bear with first strike and lifelink. Yeah, it's a weasel. I guess that's technically relevant that it isn't that it's only a weasel. Bumbleflower's Share Pod. 2 mana, ETB, you get a food, 5 tap sacrifice, destroy target non-land permanent. I mean, sure, destroy target non-land permanent, but it's 5 mana. And you can only do it at sorcery speed. And the food isn't really that good, to be honest. I'm putting it in bad. Bushy Bodyguard. It's a piker with forage. I think this is good. I mean, it's a piker, and with upside. I think it's enough upside to get into good, especially considering the offspring as well. Okay, now this is actually a good card. Ooh, I hit pause. Okay. Sorry, yeah. Someone came in to talk to me. You spend 4, you discard your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. I completely lost my train of thought now. I mean, are you... So 3 mana 3 with Menace, I think this is great. Also, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure I'm in the mood for this. The reason I'm doing this today is that I want to play God of War tomorrow. And on Friday. Cash grab. Mill 4, you put a permanent cover among the cards. You mill this way into your hand. I think this is good. It gets cards into your graveyard. I didn't play any squirrels, is the thing. Calamitous Tide. I mean, it is 6 mana. But it also does draw you a card. It's only a sorcery, right? Camellia the Seed Miser. Other scores you've got a Menace. Yeah, that's a great... That's going in amazing. If you have squirrels. If you have enough squirrels, it would just be amazing. Caretaker's Talent. Yep. And that'll draw you a card. Assuming you have a token. I didn't see... That is a rabbit holding hands with a bat. Can bats even support themselves on their legs? I don't know if a bat can even stand up. I've not. This is going to take me so long, and I'm really kind of not in the mood. Charm Sleep. So tap charm a creature. That's good. It's a good card. It's blue pacifism. It doesn't have any set relevant mechanics, but Fun Lost License. Since you play post combat main phase, 3 mana 4/3. You can pay 2 to give it menace. It's a good card. Clement, 3 mana 3/3 vigilance. It or another creature enters. Return it to 1 target you control. You're supposed to. It's supposed to be a thing with the frogs. They bounce. You bounce them. It's a combo piece, but it does also mean your frogs tap for mana. So if you're playing frogs, you just all of your frogs are mana dorks. So I guess there's that. 3 mana 1/2 reach. It's a 3 mana 1/2 with reach that that gets you a land. That's good. Colossification, 7 mana. Plus 20 plus 20. I mean, that's very silly. I think I put it in great just because it's so hilarious. It gets extra points for being... It's not even flavor. It's just being dumb. One double black. Target opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power on its creatures they control. I mean... I think it gets into good with the gift. Those effects are always a bit oof because you often don't end up hitting anything useful. This is a good card. Come and get it. +2/+2 for 2 mana at instant speed. Pretty solid. Fact that you can give them a food, which is kind of and save it. Curious Forager, 3/3/2. Maybe you can forage. Downport Mage. I think this is probably pretty good. I think it's... I mean, I'm just wanting to say fine. I think I'm underrating it. Okay. 5 mana, 5/5 flyer. Okay, this is already very solid. ETB or attacks. X are the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 4 or greater. You may play those cards until your next end step. The beginning of your next end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage to each opponent for each of those cards that are still exiled. I think it's amazing. I mean, it will win you games. It straight up will win you games. In draft, it will win games. It's a 5/5 flyer, it wins games. This is fine because it's really expensive. Like 6 mana for instant speed creature removal is terrible in black. I think it's good. Eludes the Shoreless Sea. 1 triple blue. Questionable and limited. Slightly in draft. You want to... Oh yes, it makes them islands. You need triple blue. It's only playable. It's not playable in 3 colors, but you're unlikely to be drafting 3 colors, especially in this set. There are a few cards where I would, if I glob, but I probably would not play it and just go blue something if I got this guy. You would have to attack to get... You would need a fair number of islands. I don't think it's amazing, just because it needs a little bit of work to kind of to get going. A bear with haste and prowess, yes, and upside, it's great. Wait, is it great? Yeah, it's better than good. Essence Chandler. It's a piker. As long as you've lost life this turn, it has flying and vigilance. The thing is, in order for vigilance to be relevant, you would need to lose life essentially during your pre-combat main phase or your upkeep, or technically your draw step. Nothing can trigger. Nothing can resolve during the untap step. I guess you could lose life during the beginning of combat step. It could be good. I don't know how much Okay, this is Evolving Wilds with upside. It's a great card. And it counts the land it gets. I need to put more in. Like, is it flying? I'm underranking that. This card is really good. Pit Cycle. This is 1 black, destroy target creature or planeswalker at instant speed. It's a very, very solid card. spell. I think that's fine. The sorcery speed, I'd rather have. In my opinion, I'd rather play murder. I'd rather pay the extra mana for the instant speed. Festival of Embers, that's smart. 5 mana. During your turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from your graveyard. Oh, if a card or token we put into your graveyard, you may exile instead. By paying 1 life in addition to their other costs. And then you can sack it. So you can cast a bunch of instants from your graveyard, sack the festival, I guess? And then they'd still go back into your graveyard. I think that's a great card. This Fish formation, it is. I think it's good. I mean, it's hella expensive for the Offspring. Phineas. I mean, he's good. Yeah, that's a terrible card. I don't know why we just got Chandra on a card, but we have. That's a terrible card. Yeah, I didn't really play enough to know how well the typo works out, because both times I played... Well, no, my sealed... You can't play typo in sealed. There wasn't enough. My first draft, I drafted Helga, so I was playing 3 colours. My second draft, I kind of drafted Otters. Kind of. I mean, it's a 1 mana... I mean, 1 mana 1/2s is still bad. It's better than a Squire. It's better than a Squire, but it's still not very good. It's probably fine. Gossip's Talent. It's a very solid card. I'd say it's good. The Storms. I think it's fine, because the issue with the impulsive draws in a very awkward timing. You have to cast a spell to get an impulsive draw that you can only do that turn. Impulsive draw, I find, tends to work better on things that do it for free. Or like Outpost Siege, which gives you you choose Khans because Dragon sucks. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. That's very good. Because with this, if you spend your mana on a spell, and then you exile a better spell, but you're like, oh wait, but I've already played my land Hazard Root Herbalist. 3 mana 1 for... I think it's fine. Azor's Nocturne. 4 mana, return 2 creatures from graveyard to your hand. It's fine. Returning creatures from graveyard to your hand is just so slow, though. Head of the Homestead. I mean, it's 5 mana for 5 power and 4 toughness. And it is 5 mana, but it's probably... Putting it in there. This card's fine. Yeah, this isn't quite unplayable. You could play it. Okay, that one's actually relevant. That one actually probably is pretty... You need to target it. I didn't play enough of this set. Oh, it does 2 damage to target opponent, not to that player. That's a great card. It's whenever any player casts their second of any spell of any kind. This card, I love the art. It's an ability. It's basically tap, draw a card at sorcery speed, but the ability has Convoke. I'm not convoking my creatures to draw cards. Helga. She's not amazing. Because it's a slightly janky mechanic and you need expensive things. This card's fine. Did they not put us? Is there no cycle of those? Is there just that one? Why is there one land that they printed as one singular dual land that gains you a life when it enters? It's going back down to fine. I thought there was a cycle, and I was like, I need to put them all in the same place, and it's not actually that great. That's a good card, right? One mana to untap my creature and give it reach. That's actually very valuable. Hired Claw. That seems like a good card. Yeah, because you can attack with other lizards. It deals 1 damage to them, and even if they block, you get the counters anyway. Five mana, 5/4. ET. Okay, well, I mean, it's a 5 mana 6/5. Worst case scenario, you can have it destroy a creature token. Yeah, that's a great card. That's a good card. Yeah, because it'll just go. It's the same as connecting the dots. It just kind of accumulates naturally by you playing the game. We're going to 1/1 trample. I think it's probably good if you have squirrels. Up to it. 3 mana, 3 1/1s at sorcery speed. Wow. Wow. They are tokens, and it's across 3 bodies. Removal spell. That's very good. This is a good card. Huskburster Swarm. It's an 8 mana 6/6 with Menace and Death Touch that gets cheaper. An 8 mana 6/6 with Menace and Death Touch would be playable. I think this is a good card. If you have like 3 creatures that have died, it's a 5 mana 6/6 with Menace and Death Touch. Might be overranking this. Is this Innkeeper's Talent? Innkeeper's Talent. That's a very good effect. That's also a very good effect, especially considering this one. And then it gives you half of Doubling Season, which I guess would be Singling Season. It's a great card. Considering I think there's a standard deck that runs it as a 4/of. Into the Floodmoor. I mean, it's like Unsummon with upside. It's a great card. Is it great? Yeah, I think it is. I mean, Unsummon can hit your own stuff. I realize that, but 3 mana, 3/2 is fine. Iridescent Vine Lasher. 1 mana, 1/2. I think this is good. Jolly Gerbils. I think it's It looks probably better than it is because I don't know that you'll actually be giving that many gifts. This is, I think, a great card in draft. If you draft the birds, Curator. Okay, it's a 2-mana 3/3. And if you exile 4 card types, it's then a 7/7 with trample. That is a great card. Kindle Spark Duo. It's just Thermo Alchemist. This is a great... I mean, this is actually a great card. It's a great card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage. Actually, it's only going in good. No, it's going in great. Night Fisher. This card's good. Life Creed Duo. This is also a good card. Light Shell Duo. This card is eh. It surveils 2, but the prowess is just kind of... Important of Calamity. We have the top X cards of your library. Yeah, I've got one of these. Top X cards of your library. For each card type, you may exile a card of that type from among them. Put the rest in your graveyard. The exiles go into your hand. If you cast 4 or more, if you hit 4 or more cards, I think this is great. I mean, it draws you a bunch of cards. Wait, how does it work? You reveal them? Target opponent discards 2 cards, then you can try to rat the Surveyor 2. Five mana 5/5 with... Oh, it's just a 5 mana 5/5 with Read, Trample, and Haste. That's pretty good. Might even be great. I haven't had any cards that are actually unplayable. Rabbit Response. This is a great... I mean, this is a great card. It gives all your creatures +2/+1 at instant speed. Rabid Bite. That's a good card. Rabid Gnaw. Wow. Those are some large teeth. That's also a good card. Basically the same as the other one. Ravine Raider. It's fine. I guess. Realm Guard Veteran. 3 mana 3/4. It's a good card. Bria, Riptide Rogue. I mean, it's probably pretty good. I think we'll put it in great. Wait, no, but it literally all the instants and sorcery spells you... Instance non-creature spells you cast buff your entire team. That's actually... No, that is amazing. Builder's Talent. It's a 2 mana 0/4 with Defender. Gives you buffs, and that's cheap. Beauregard Mentor. I think that's a good card. I never actually got much value out of it. I had one. Birka, I guess? Long Ear of the Law. Birk. 6 mana 4/4 Vigilance. That is an amazing card. Whenever a creature double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. He works on his own as well. Because he's a 6 mana 5/5, and then as soon as he attacks, he's then a 6/6. And then if he attacks again, he's an 8/8. He can only put one on himself. He puts one counter on each of up to 2 creatures. So if you only have, you can't put 2 on himself. If he said put a +1/+1 counter on target creature and a +1/+1 counter on target creature, then you could choose himself twice. I think that card's fine. Coiling Rebirth. I think that's a great card. I mean, Reanimate's like... Okay. Yeah, single black. I mean, it's 5 mana for 6 damage. Wait, hang on. It says target creature and target creature token. So you could do 8 damage to a single creature token. You can choose the same. You can choose the same creature for both instances of the word target. I've got Ral there. Cursation Mage. I mean, it's Gutter Snipe. Instant and sorcery spells you cast have Storm. It's Ral. Heist double black. What do you gift? Are you gifting a card? Yeah. There is a card that where you gift an extra turn, but that might be in the commander. Remember 3/2 death. This is fine. That's fine because it's really unwieldy. Three mana 2/3. It's a 3 mana 2/3 with flying and dark tutelage stapled to it. And you can pay a black and have 2 of them. The problem with dark tutelage is that it can be really bad. I think I'll put it in good because it's very risky. You can kill yourself with it fairly easily. Dawn's Truce. 2 mana. 2 mana to give literally all of your stuff hexproof. Or you can also give all of your permanents into. This is an amazing card. This is a good card. Three mana, attempts to 2 target creature cards. Each with mana value 2 or less when you give it to the battlefield. And you get a third one. It's good. This is fine. This is fine. This is good. Got reach. And it's versatile as well. Drift, gloom, coyote's relevance for the Roadrunner. I mean, it's banishing light staple to a creature. It's Druid of the Spade. That is in fact a spade. Although it seems to be a leek with a spade head attached to it. I think that's probably fine. Good there. Thank you. Fireglass Mentor. Beginning of your second main phase. When was life next to top 2 cards? I mean, this one, right? You attack and then do stuff in your post-combat main. I think this is fun. I mean, it impulsive. Wait, how many? Is it impulsive for you 2 cards? It does. Oh wait, you choose one of them. Did it say? Choose one of them, but you get to see what they are, obviously. It's fine. X and a green create X tokens that are copies of target token you control. Then tokens you control can instruct to your next turn. You gain 1 life for each token you control. I think that's good. You need to have tokens. And I don't feel like I've seen actually that much token generation. Fountain Port. That makes a token. I mean, it makes things. It's good. Thunderbolt Bell. ETB. I think it's fine. Frilled Spark Shooter. So it's basically a 4-mana 4/4 with Menace and Reach if you play it right. Frogmite. I don't really know why Frogmite is in this set. I think it's honestly Galewind Moose. It's a 4-mana 6/6. It's a 6-mana 6/6 with keyword soup. It's good. DC Ward, pay 2. Wait, but if you cast a lizard, right, it deals 1 damage to target opponent. I think this is a great card. Basically, lizards. If you're playing lizards, like in the draft, lizards enter with a +1/+ encounter. And it's a 2-mana 3/2 with ward. It's more designed for commander. Because obviously in commander you'd be able to, if you cast multiple, you'd be able to hit multiple players. Wait, what am I thinking of? Isn't there one that gives it trample? Is wizard still down? Yep. Giant Growth. When was it originally printed? Did they print it in alpha? Anthologies. That's 5th edition. 4th edition. Yeah, this is the one, the Alpha card. They printed Giant Growth. I mean, it is a great card. Glob, an amazing card. Because being able to cast things from your library is incredible. And we're going to play... It's just such an incredible effect. This is fine. Harvest Right Host. 3 mana, 3/3. I think it's good. Hugs, Grizzly Guardian. That is some art. X, red, red, green, green, trample. ETBX. I mean, worst case scenario, it's a 4 mana 5/5 with trample that gives you an additional land play. If I put in Glob in amazing, I have to put him there. 3 mana 3/1 flyer. This is a great... Honestly, that's like a great card. That Kindred Charge? I put this in my werewolf deck. Choose yeah, I think it's probably good. If you get the right creatures, it's amazing. Like if you get there when they're all lords, my werewolf deck, and they're all buffing everything, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot of damage here. Great card. I mean, no, I'm gonna put it in good. It's control magic, but worse. You could play control magic, which is 2 blue, enchant creature, you control enchanted creature. You don't have to tap it and put 3 stun counters on it if you didn't. Like, it taps it anyway. This card is... Like, honestly, it's fine. Ledger Shredder. 2 out of 1. I think that's probably pretty good. Right, Lily Pad Village. I think I'm going to put them all in good. This card is amazing. But it's only going in great because it does require another piece. But it is great. Frogs you control have Ward 1. When it enters, target creature you control can be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature does combat damage this turn, you may exile it. If you do, return to battle in its owner's control. I think that we're giving all your frogs Ward 1 bumps it into good. This is a good card. This is good. Lumra, Bellow of the Woods. 6 mana. Number of lands you control. I think that's great. Or is it amazing? You accidentally clicking my mouse wheel while I'm trying to scroll while holding down mouse 1. Lunar Convocation. Oh, and you can pay life. Oh, also it has 2 mana, pay 2 life, draw a card. It's a great card. It allows you to draw cards for 2 mana. What does this do? Especially considering you generally want to activate this sort of ability at the end of your opponent's turn. Mabel. I think she is actually great. I feel like honestly, I'm underwhelmed by her. 2 mana for a creature gets +2/+2 and another creature gets +1/+1. 5 mana 6/5 with flying and trample. This card is amazing. Creatures your opponents control have base toughness 1. Manifold Mouse. Oh, but if you did the offspring, you'd be able to choose both and give a mouse double strike and trample. Might of the Meek. I think this card's fine. Mind Drill Assistant. 4 mana 2/5 with becomes a 5/5. You have Threshold. It's fine. Mind Spiral. 5 mana. Okay, it's 5 mana Ancestral Recall at sorcery speed, and if you give them a tap fish, it's fine. 5 mana for 3 cards is not very good at sorcery speed. Is it? Wait. It is a sorcery as well. Yeah. I think this card's fine. This card's great. I had 3 of them out at the same time once. It was very good. Mistbreath Elder. Single green for a 2/2. Beginning of your upkeep. Return another creature controlled to its owner's hand. It's a 1 mana 2/2 with, well, side. I think this is a good card. Mockingbird. X and a blue. It's the amount of mana. So if you spend 1 mana, you could have it enter as a copy of a 1-drop. I think this is great. Wait, that's the wrong thing. This is what I wanted to do. Moonrise Cleric. This is a good card. 3 mana, 1/3 Death Touch, and if you gain or lose life, this is a great card. When you combo is something that can gain you life, and then it just gives all of your bats Death Touch. Like, I played against it, it's really annoying. This card's fine. It's got flash, but I think it's fine. I don't want. Why does it have flash? You can block with it, but you're not going to flash it in so that you can target it with something to tap something. Like, that is just not happening. Meh. Trash Tactician. 3 mana 2/4. I mean, your first main phase, add a mana for each raccoon you control. If I do that, that does remove the HUD. Natural Guard. 2 mana 3/1. It's fine. Night Wall Hermit. It's fine. It'll slowly plink away if you're threshold. 3 mana, destroy target creature at instant speed. And it's only 2 and a black. That is a good card. Two mana, 2/2. It's a bear with some kind of busy art. Death Touch. 10 until you may cast creatures from graveyard by foraging. It's a great card. Multiple Antics. Overprotect. That is a piece of art. That is a great card. Parting Gust. Double white. It's a double white. Exile target non-token creature. You give them the 1 tapped 1/1. Wow. And you can also just pay double white and flicker your own stuff and make it get better. What's your banner? Sudoku's you're flying. Let's see. I think it's fine. What's your recruit? Whenever a creature you control becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls. Think that's good? 3 mana for 2 of them? Honestly, it's fine. Um, oh, it returns. I think this was good. I'm getting there. It's 5 mana. I think that's bad. I think that's a good. I mean, that's a good card. Also, it's not useless once it's out. That is fine. That card's also fine. Pond Profit. This card's fine. Might only be eh. He says actually pretty decent. See, this card's actually probably rats. Rats are a thing, yeah. Relentless Rats is in here. And I'm going to put Relentless Rats in unplayable. Because I don't want to play a 3 mana 2/2 with no upside. Because it's not like I'm getting. No, I'm not drafting more than one Relentless Rats. That's a good card. Just have another lizard, I guess. And then it's good, I think. I think this is great. It's funny. Nothing else. Yeah, it's a good card. That's also a good card. Put it in fine. Eh. Don't honestly. I think that's bad. Like you don't even get to. It's not. You don't even get to choose what card they exile. It does flicker things. Like one thing at instant speed. Sazakap's Brood. 2 mana. Discard a card, draw 2 cards. So it does nothing. I think it's fine. Scales of Shale. 3 mana, 1 nice lizard. Seems pretty good. Scavenge talent. 1 creature you control die, you get a food. Seems pretty good. Six times 14, that's 6 times 7, which is 42. Yeah. Plus 4 is 46. Oh no, sorry. 80 or 88, I guess. 3 mana 4/4. It's a 3 mana 4/4 with reach and upside. That's a great card. That's fine. Oh, the seasons. I think that's great. I mean, you can destroy all artifacts and all enchantments. Loss. I mean, the versatility, I think they're all going to end up being great. 5 1/1s. Exile 2 permanents. It's exile 2 non-land permanents. It's just, yeah. You can play 6 mana and draw 5 cards. And you can also board wipe with it. In blue. Why is the blue one the board wipe? Colorless. I need one of these. One red, white, 3/2 vigilance, haste. It's fine. No, it's not bad. It's fine. Sarah Redeemer. Why is this here? I mean, it seems pretty good. Does it have vigilance? It's oh no, yeah, no, it is only a 2/4. It is definitely good. Not great. It's good. Untapping your creatures at instant speed is always nice. Flipping double strike on the 1/3 though, it just doesn't do anything. Like, I'd probably almost rather have just be a 2/3. It's... Wait, how much mana was it? 4 mana. Feeling fine. It's good. Removal. I think it barely scrapes into good with the by virtue of being modal. I mean, it's a sorcery. It's just for ETBs. It doesn't rescue things. That's pretty good. Self-invocation, 5 mana. It's a 5 mana board wipe. I'm putting in good. As board wipes go. Starforged sword, 4 mana. That is a very large sword for such a small bird. Also, I feel like a bird would be terrible at wielding a sword. Like, it's only good. It doesn't have any hands. Because of the way its claws are oriented, it would kind of have to hold it sideways. I guess maybe it could slice somebody who's a bit to the side. It can't even fly either. Honestly, I think it's only fine. I think that's good. So she's that's fun. Ugh. That's horrible. Evil. That is decidedly mid. I think that's fine, honestly. I mean, that's a good card, let's be honest. That's very expensive, but I'll put it in good. Like, to level it up, the last one, particularly. You cast an instant sorcery spell with token. That is probably great. I mean, if you did a lot of them, I guess. I think I've overrun. So that's a great card. Sugarcoat is a great card. Where did it get that Sugarcoat? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the 1 mana 1/3 that gains you 1 life. This is just so dumb. I don't need. I think it's good. Swiftwater Cliffs? Sure. Where did I put the other one? They're good. They're not fine. I don't know why I had them in fine. I think that's great, honestly. I'm having to use my middle finger to scroll, is why I keep middle clicking. It's good. +2/+0 and keyword soup. We're nearly there. Swords to Plowshares. What an amazing card. Yes, Swords to Plowshares goes in amazing. That's also great. I don't think it's quite swords. I mean, that's good. It's Lightning Strike. I'm just saying this is kind of fun. I mean, it is a 6/6. It doesn't make tokens. It's probably pretty decent, pretty good. Tempest Angler. Oh, this is a great card. It gets bigger when you cast non-creature spells. It's a mana dog. It's a good card. It's a mana dog that gets bigger if you don't need the mana. The infamous Cruel Claw. 3 mana 3/3 menace. Combination of play exile cards on top of your library deck and a non-land card. You may cast that card by discarding a card rather than paying its mana cost. It lets you cast cards for free. That's balanced. Thieving Otter. It's fine, I guess. If it were on curve, maybe it would be better, but this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's a good card. That's also a good card. I'm going to put it in great because it allows you to tutor now, to think about it. I think it's fine. This card there. Oh, but they still do a thing that's probably pretty good. I've lost the 3-Tree City. I need one of these. This is a great card. I have a werewolf deck. I need one of those. 3-Tree Mascot. That one's fine. It's just a mana dog. think I'm underrating that. Oh, this is an amazing card. I put it in great, but it's so good. Especially when you combine it with Lily Splash Mentor, and then you can just bounce it. You flicker it. Tusky. What does this even do? He just attacks, and then they just block. I mean, honestly, I feel like he goes in fine. God's fine. This is fucking mythic rare special guest, and I put it in fine. Uncharted Haven is a good card. Valley Flamecaller. Is it? It counts It counts combat damage. Does it hit itself? It's basically a 4/3. I think they'll put that in great as well. This one's going in good because it actually kind of requires a bit more work. Same with this. The others were just kind of on their own, just did great stuff. I think that's good. And then we get the black one. Yeah, that's a great card. I was going to put it in fine, but it got downgraded. That one's fine. Oh no, it is a 2-mana 3/2 though. Four mana 3/4 ward 2. If a creature an opponent controls, do die, exile instead. That is a great card. Wondertail Mentor. Bear. Yeah, that's a great card as well. It's a bear that's also a mana dork and it gets bigger when you cast spells. That is... that is a great card. I think that's fine. That's actually... it's only fine. This is much quicker than they have been in the past. 4 mana 2/4. That's fine. Let's be honest. I mean, it's naturalize with upside. Getting to the real dregs here, aren't we? But I say that this is probably it's got a lot of text on it. When it comes, you look at the top 5 cards of the library, you reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them. You put it into the battlefield. It's your turn. If you don't put it into the battlefield, put it into your hand. I think that's. I mean, it gets you creatures. Wix Patrol, 6 mana, 5/3. When it enters, mill 3. If you do. Pretty good. Wick, the Walled Mind. 4 mana, 2/4. Whenever a Wick or another rat you control enters, create a warm. Oh, it's this thing. I've seen a commander deck based around that. I didn't really understand what it was doing. This card is. Good God. Igra, Eater of All. 5 mana, 6/6 with Ward Sacrifice of Food. Oh, other creatures are foods. Okay. And he gets bigger. That is an amazing card. And then the last one. Zorodin Cosmos Caller. 3 mana, 3/3 flying. Vigilance. Whenever a bat you control attacks, you gain 1 life. Whenever it enters or attacks, you pay 2 and 2 life. Yeah, that's a great card. And that is the very last one. So, yeah, that's all 288 cards. Yeah. Bye.